How is it going, guys? Steven with Break Free Homestead. I am betting you're here today because you've been looking at these non-abrasive skid shoe kits. This is an Ariens factory product, and it is a poly. You guys, this is some super light and fluffy stuff. Probably could have shoveled it, but let's do it. If you guys would, drop down below, hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing so you can grow with us as we expand our homestead. It really helps YouTube show our video to more people so that we can grow with you. All right, guys, pretty simple here. We just have it lifted up so I can work on it right here. You're just gonna pull the bolts out and then use the same hardware and then mount your hang back in. So it's two pieces. You have the metal bracket and it just slides in. Basically, it's going to hold the poly against this. Size 15 socket, if you were wondering. All right, guys, apparently I was experiencing some technical difficulties while recording this. That's why you're seeing a little bit of white flash. The camera really isn't liking it today. But we were having a little bit too much friction when we were snow blowing, so we figured we'd go to this poly. But as you can see in a minute, turns out there's a bigger issue and it just wasn't aligned right. So just make sure you check out your alignment before you purchase this. But I needed a new shoe kit, obviously, so it works out. You guys, check this shoe out. I honestly have no idea how I didn't notice this sooner and should have adjusted it, but one bolt was down at the bottom and one was like a third of the way up, and it just ate this thing up. It's probably the answer to why it's not going so smooth, you know? Holy moly! I feel like an idiot. All right, so now what we're gonna do is put this thing down. And basically I'm using a painter's stick from like Home Depot or Lowe's. And we're gonna use that to level off the bottom cutting edge. Okay, so that's on there. Just gonna push these down, tighten them up. That's it, guys. Got these installed. Let's see how they rip. So far, this thing is sliding over the ground like butter, guys. I do have it raised a little bit higher. I guess I was cutting pretty darn low as it wasn't adjusted fully right last time. But let's see how it goes. All right, guys, here's the finished product. Relatively the same on both sides. This has snowed a little bit since the initial snow blowing. And then here is after the new feet. You definitely notice the tracks more. I think this partially had to do with how it was adjusted before, but it definitely slid very well. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go third person. If you don't like third person, appreciate you watching. We're gonna hit the rest of the yard to the animals and whatnot with that, but pretty happy with it. I think the spacing is correct now and it slides good. So I picked these up at Lowe's. I'm sure they sell them at Home Depot and whatnot, anywhere they sell Ariens equipment. So make sure you check those out. I'll try to drop a link down below in the description. If you do buy from there, it helps support the channel and doesn't cost you any extra. But I would overall say this is a good buy. Relatively cheap, and it's sliding good. Let's go. I will link the part number down below, but it is a 72603100, and it says it's for use on all Ariens Son-Thro models. I think that's everything but the little single stage one. So as you can see, adjusting the feet a little bit from how we had them before gives us a little bit more clearance on the grass, which should prevent chopping up your lawn. That is going to wrap up today's video. I appreciate you guys watching if you're here right now. If you haven't already, make sure you check out, we have an Ariens playlist, lots of other types of different snow blowing and reviews and whatnot. Just go check it out. If you would, please join us on our journey as we expand our homestead.